Welcome to the PHNX Suns Pod, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app, America's top-rated sportsbook app. Hey, everyone. I'm Lindsey Smith, and I got my guys with me as always, Saul Bookman and Espo. You guys are twinning out tonight.
Yeah.
I love it.
Well, I thought we were all going to be twins, and then you put the jacket on and tried to be too cool for school.
Well,
so here we are.
I'm a big fan of jackets. It's my thing.
It's also like 80 degrees in here right now.
But beauty is pain or overheating, whatever
so.
it is. I'm wearing a jacket.
Says the plastic surgeon.
If beauty is pain, I'm Brad Pitt. That's all I'm saying. I just wanted to look like Saul. I had to look like
Actually,
him.
he looked like this all day. I just put this on, so it's vice versa.
I mean, listen, they're really dope shirts, so I don't blame you both for wanting to wear them, especially on opening night. That's right. Phoenix Suns basketball is back, and tonight they're taking on the Denver Nuggets at the Footprint Center. Are you guys stoked?
I'm so excited.
So you hate preseason. You got to be loving life right now.
Thank God that shit is over. Here we go. Real basketball is back. Watching the games last night, I got a little hyped up. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot. This is real basketball now. We don't have to talk about all the BS. Let's go.
I was telling Saul earlier today, I was genuinely excited, and I feel like that's the first time I've ever said that at a job, because I'm like, there is real basketball.
Seriously.
We get to talk about it, and I don't care that it's going to be a 14-hour day. I am ready, and I am amped right now. I'm a firm believer that Suns opening night should always be a holiday. Nobody should have to work except people like us that get to be lucky enough to talk about it for a living.
I'm with
Real
that.
talk.
I think we should petition that to the city and see if we can make it like an honorary holiday.
It should be, especially coming off of a season like last season. Optimism reigns supreme here. I mean, I just saw our guy Zona Hoops put up all these preseason predictions from Twitter, and 64 wins was like the top. I was at the very end, and I said they were going to win 53. We have come a very long way.
I was just going to say, can you believe that we are debating 53 to 64 wins when not just a handful of years ago we were like 20?
It was the reverse. We're like 53 losses, I guess. That'd be nice.
Oh, man. I know. That's, oh, God, how the turntables. I love it. I love it here, you guys. All right. So, of course, it's the Denver Nuggets. Initial thoughts on tonight's game, what you think's going to happen, and who you think will be the standout star.
You want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, well,
Saul.
yeah. Listen, it's a rematch of obviously the second round of the playoffs last year where we just dusted them off the court. They don't have Jamal Murray still. He's still coming back from his ACL injury. They have everybody else ready to go. And so we'll see. We'll see what this Suns team is all about. I think if anybody improved over the offseason, it wasn't necessarily Denver. It was more the Suns because you added JaVale McGee and Landry Shamet, who I think now give you 10 dudes deep easily that can solidify your lineup. And so I would look for, it's opening night, so there might be some jitters and some rough play. But since the Suns have just got done playing basketball 2 months ago, I don't think it's going to be too much of that. So I think it's going to be an easy Suns win.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, and they ran the Nuggets off the court before they added JaVale McGee and Landry Shamet to make this one of the deeper teams in the NBA. I think opening night always is kind of an equalizer, though. I still think this is going to be a close game. The line last time I looked on DraftKings was the Suns were favored by 6.5. I think this is more of a two-score game, so 4 to 6 points that the Suns win it here. What I'm most looking forward to, though, is the crowd. How does the Suns fans bring it tonight? Because if you watched TNT last night, you unfortunately had to suffer through lots of Bucks ring talk and banner talk. So I hope fans watch that and are pissed and want to go out there and be loud and proud and rep the Valley tonight.
Well, Connor in the chat says, we are mopping the floor tonight. He is feeling good. I do believe that we're going to win tonight. I don't think it's going to necessarily be a mopping of the floor, though, Espo. I think I'm a little bit more with you that it is an equalizer. Last season is last season. It's a fresh start for both of these teams. You still have to come out and perform. You can't rest on the fact that you swept them last year because they're going to be a little salty about that. Let's be honest. And they're probably going to have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, especially knowing Jamal Murray is out. They're also going to know come into the season overall knowing, hey, we got to step it up even more. Because if we have aspirations to make it to the finals, win the championship, it's going to be on us, and we can't rely on the hopes that a player will come back.
And you got to remember Jokic, the last time he was on the floor, he got thrown out, right?
Yeah.
I think he's going to come out extra motivated to try to prove why he was MVP and kind of showcase, hey, my bad, I should have gotten thrown out. I would have kept this closer for Denver.
I think that might happen, but I also think that there's a guy equally as motivated on the other side based on the recent days, and DeAndre Ayton, that is probably going to look to make it a point of emphasis that he is still that dude that you saw in the playoffs, and nothing more, nothing less. That's what if DA shows up and is the DA in the playoffs, the DA that we all hoped we would see in the playoffs, and then we did get, then I think it's going to be a blowout.
You know what I'm looking forward to? The first time that MPJ switches on to DA and DA gets that matchup, you know he wants to make a point if MPJ's guarding him. He wants to prove you paid this schmuck, the max. I'm the max guy on this court tonight, and I'm going to prove it.
Yeah, MPJ's about to find out if DA uses Manscaped.
Oh, no.
He's going to drop it on him. Let's go.
Well, Espo, some people are a little upset with us in the chat. Rebel fan and a few others are saying that we're wrong. Suns by 10 at least.
I don't expect the fans to be any different than that.
If there was a time where I am wrong, this I will gladly take the L on, because I will gladly take a 10-point or more win for the Suns tonight by far.
I'm okay with, again, in years past, predicting a win would have been a tough thing to do. We're predicting a win and we're taking grief for it because it's not by enough. That's where I want to be. I'll leave the fans letting them feel that way. That's fine.
So real quick, I have a kind of cool stat that we need to keep an eye out on for tonight's game. So Chris Paul enters the season with 19,978 career points. Now you'll remember last season he became just the 6th player in NBA history to reach 10,000 career assists. So if he logs 22 points in tonight's game, he will be at 20,000 career points and 10,000 career assists, becoming the first player in NBA history to do that.
That's crazy.
And that, I think, is a highly achievable number for him tonight. It wouldn't surprise me if he was able to accomplish that in game 1 of this new season.
There's never been another guard or another player, period, to accomplish that. That's crazy to me.
Right?
You think about how many great guards there have been, and scoring, like Magic, it's crazy. Magic didn't get close to that number. I know he didn't have the longevity of CP3, but that's impressive. When you're the only guy to achieve something like that, that's why he's the point god.
Yeah,
not the point deity, not the point, kind of godlike. He's the point god because he's the only one to do those.
Yes, absolutely, the point god. That's just really impressive on so many levels. Like you said, his longevity in this league, his ability to be so efficient and successful in his craft. I love when players achieve stats like that, even though I guarantee you at the end of the game, he'll be like, I don't really care about personal achievements. Like, that's cool. Maybe when I'm done and over with, I'll look back on it. It'll mean something else. Like, okay, I get it.
Thanks, Andre, on the glasses comment. The why Espo rocking Sally Jesse Raphael look tonight. Thanks for a reference from 1990 to make fun of the glasses.
I love it. I will approve this.
You guys love the glasses. It's fine.
I'm sorry I'm distracted right now. It's because I forgot to give Shane a graphic, and I'm trying to find it right now. I have just texted it to Shane because we have something really, really cool that we got to talk about on this show, but we'll get there in a second. I apologize.
All right. Well, that's okay. We can take a break and talk a little bit about DraftKings. So right now, if you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and you use the code PHNX, after you place just a $5 bet on any NFL team to win their game, and they do, you're going to get $200 in free bets instantly. It is that simple. And now is the perfect time to get in on the action because the NBA season is here and you've got games and things to bet on and money to be made. So again, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, use code PHNX, and you can get some free money. And then just a little disclaimer, that is 21 and older only, Arizona only. If you have a gambling problem, please call 1-800-NEXT-STEP. New customers only. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details.
And as promised, right on cue, we have a special offer for every member out there that is on PHNX. And even if you're not a member, you can still come to our shop and buy these 2 dope-ass shirts that we just launched today. Nice job, Shane, with the shitty-ass upload. Like, come on, man. We got to be better than this, my man.
There we go.
New releases, 2 shirts. We got what is
He's
it
on fire.
I know that he's on fire, but what the gorilla, the Go Gorilla one?
Oh, yeah. That's like a tattoo kind of style gorilla. You don't see the Phoenix Suns gorilla type thing with an angry, like, I'm going to go there and I'm going to take care of them Nuggets tonight. Look. Now you can rock that. And that's what I like about that. And then, you can never go wrong with a little retro video game look either. So those are on the shop right now. And if you have not signed up to be a member at Go PHNX, we got a special deal for you as well. You can use the code SUNS2021 when you sign up. You can get $60 in free merch when you sign up for an annual pass. So you pay $59.98, I believe it is. You're going to get $60 in merch. Yeah. You can cop those 2 shirts.
Let's see those shirts again real quick, Shane.
Yeah,
let's see those shirts
that's the first time I'm seeing them. I want to look at them a little bit.
There's a lot of people that want to see these shirts, man. Let's go.
Nobody wants to see Saul and I. They want to see the
I
merch.
love those.
The He's on Fire shirt is obviously fire, no pun intended. Yeah. And then that gorilla, honestly, like the gorilla, I was like, what? Okay, this is interesting. And then I showed it to my kids, and my kids were like, that is so dope. And so they want one, and I'm like, well, okay, cool. All right, so I guess we're on to something. So
hey, when the kids say it's dope, you've done something right.
Yeah, I think they used a different word, but I was like, all right, well, this is what I know. So
well, and they mean the same thing. Exactly. It's okay. I get you.
Yeah, I don't think kids are saying dope.
I think they said, oh, that slaps, and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Like slapping the bass? Like, is that no? Okay,
no,
I don't know. I don't know. What do you want? I'm an old man.
So good, you could slap your mama.
Oh, hey now.
Well, if you want to get those shirts,
out of this.
One last time, our website is gophnx.com. So just head on over there for all of the good goods that we just shared with you.
Lindsey is dope. Thank you, Connor.
Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, we have another very special thing for you guys. So earlier today, Espo was able to check in with our friends from DNVR, Adam Mares and Harrison Wind, to talk all things Suns versus Nuggets.
Well, you knew that if it was a Suns-Nuggets matchup, that we were going to have to bring in the boys from the DNBA show, the DNVR Nuggets show, my friends Harrison Wind and Adam Mares. Guys, first off, Suns in 4. Second off, how are you?
The fact that you guys are still holding on to Suns in 4 tells me everything I need to know about the PHNX guys.
It's so sad. It's so sad to see. But you know what? It is, Espo, it is good to see you. It's good to see the set. It's good to see the shirt. All that stuff. It's looking so gorgeous.
It's looking professional. It is. Look, I don't hold on to Suns in 4, but I did have to see the Bucks in 6 on a ring yesterday. And so I just felt like I had to, let's just say it. Shit runs downhill. I had to throw it your way is what it comes to. But look, big season opener tonight. We're all getting ready for it. What is your take? And Harrison, we'll start with you. What is your take on this Nuggets squad? What is different going into this year from when we last saw them in that Suns-Nuggets series? And what are you expecting tonight?
Well, when the Suns saw the Nuggets in the playoffs, they didn't have Jamal Murray. They still don't have Jamal Murray. But they do have a healthy Will Barton. They have PJ Dozier, who I think would have really helped in that series. The Nuggets are coming into this one in a weird place because they were such a disaster in the preseason. So the vibes are a little weird. I think they can flip the switch. Like, I'm expecting a huge night from Nikola Jokic. I'm expecting, Denver to look better than it did in the preseason, but it's a bit of an uneasy feeling. No Jamal Murray, and with Denver coming off the preseason that they did. But I think the Nuggets are getting up for this game. A couple of the guys I've talked about this. Will Barton's talked about this. they've talked about internally how that 4-0 sweep is still eating at them.
I would hope so. Adam, what stands out to you from the preseason that needs to be cleaned up as the Nuggets head into this first game?
Well, this is the first year the Nuggets are kind of a completely different team. They've been the Jamal Murray, Nikola Jokic show for 6 years, and now they are only half of that duo. So that's what sticks out to me in this game is I'm not really sure what the Nuggets are supposed to look like. Last year, they kind of put a Band-Aid on the situation, as Harrison mentioned. This year, you hope they're forging some new identity around Michael Porter, and I'm just curious to see if we see any of that in this first game.
What are you guys expecting from Michael Porter? Not necessarily just this game, but this season after he does get the contract extension, because we're dealing with the opposite here in Phoenix
Right.
with DeAndre Ayton not getting that. So
yeah, I think one interesting thing about this is that Michael Porter referenced, and I didn't know this during the series, but he referenced getting hurt in game 1 of that Phoenix series and not being the same. Now, of course, Phoenix defended him phenomenally well. I think he scored just 14 points per game. So this is sort of was he banged up? Like everybody's banged up in the playoffs. Was he actually injured? I'm curious to see if he's able to score some points on Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, and the Phoenix defense. And if he does do that tonight, something he did not do in the playoff series last year, I think Denver fans can be pretty encouraged by his growth and his health.
Yeah, well, he's got all the pressure on him. The Nuggets need somebody to step up offensively to help that 20 points per game that they're losing from Jamal Murray. It's got to be Porter. I mean, this season, Porter needs to level up, or I think the Nuggets are going to be in trouble. So that kind of starts tonight.
Okay, I need you guys to explain this to me, because I've listened to you. Obviously, I have a vested interest in you guys now. Bones Highland, should I expect like 25 from him tonight? Because you guys have run the hype machine for this man all summer. What's realistic from the rookie, Harrison?
I would temper your expectations slightly, just slightly, Espo. I think he's going to be in the rotation. I think he's going to play tonight. Now, is he going to score 25? I doubt it, but he can stretch the defense. He's a very confident offensive player. He can shoot it. The Nuggets bench unit has kind of been stuck in the mud in the preseason. He is the one guy who can kind of provide some electricity to that second unit.
I don't think you should temper anything, Espo. He's like a better shooting Devin Booker, a better passing Chris Paul, a more charismatic Monty Williams. He's the real deal. I'm expecting 30 out of him tonight.
You pick charismatic for Monty Williams. There are a lot of things. Charismatic, monotone is a Monty Williams thing.
I might have missed on that one.
So Bones will be dropping words of wisdom after the game and post game press conferences as well. All right, good to know.
If there's somebody who's going to get into it with Jay Crowder, it might be Bones Highland. Like he's not afraid of that.
I'd pay to watch that. I'll say that.
He's giving up a good 100 pounds, but whatever. Let's do it.
Let's just lay it all on the table here, boys. What's the prediction tonight, Adam? What's happening out here at the Footprint Center?
I think Phoenix probably has the upper hand tonight. I mean, not that much has changed since last year's playoffs. Denver still has more questions, I think, entering the season than Phoenix does. Phoenix largely same group, intact, same health status, more or less, minus Saric. Denver, a lot of question marks around them, so I think they might be a team that starts slow. It's on the road. I think Phoenix gets the upper hand tonight.
Harrison?
My one prediction, Nikola Jokic for 40+. That's my one prediction.
All right. We can accept that as long as Adam's portion of the prediction goes well. Hey, guys, at least you'll have the excuse that Jamal Murray's still out. So even if it is a loss, you guys have the built-in excuse. I appreciate you hopping on the PHNX Suns pregame show here, our maiden voyage on it. Thank you guys for laying the foundation for all of this on DNVR and the DNVR Nuggets show. Appreciate you both.
Keep crushing it, Espo. We'll talk soon.
Yeah, thanks, Espo. See you, man.
Oh, well, that's not uncomfortable at all, seeing Espo right here and in that interview.
What? It was beautiful. That was quality interviewing.
It's only beautiful because you were by yourself.
So that's how I prefer it usually.
I don't trust me. That's like the motto of your life. So, hey, a lot of the talk this week was about DA, obviously. And before we get to his matchup against Jokic, let's take a live look at what's going on down at the arena. DA Jamal Murray. At some point, we're going to run this video because I keep going like this. Let's go. DA and Jamal Murray got into a half-court contest.
Granny shot style.
And
Even
if he lost,
better.
which he did, he had to do push-ups. So there you go. Jamal Murray pumping his fist. But Jamal Murray did also miss his at the end. This is a kind of a longer video.
Did DA make any of them? I haven't seen this video yet.
He didn't make any of them, unfortunately. He missed
man.
these actually really bad. So
Granny shots they're not easy.
no, but he's pretty good with those.
Yeah.
So
Still.
If he takes one of those in the game, I'm going to be a little upset.
I'm going to love it.
if
That
he
would be
takes
the
one of those in the
funniest
game,
thing ever.
that probably means they're by like 50. So I'm good with it.
Oh man, that would be
so
so
bad.
funny to
And
see.
then Jamal tries it right here. Then he comes close, front of the rim, almost. So
So what are Nuggets fans making the excuse for Jamal missing that right now?
Oh, he's got a bad ACL. That's what it is.
He's injured. I mean, look, he's better than everybody on the Suns when he's not injured. I mean, we would have won every series if we had Jamal Murray. You know,
Yeah.
he's God. I mean, and he took that personally that he lost that. So
Anyway, he has a matchup with Jokic, and we're going to pull up this graphic right here. This is their head-to-head matchup, and Aiden has gotten the best of Jokic in their matchups.
Like when you look at these stats, right? They're so similar. Obviously, Jokic has more in assists and points per game, but he's also a more veteran player than DeAndre and the reigning MVP last year. It just makes you a little hopeful and a little excited for the future of DeAndre and what potential he could have.
Yeah, he's definitely the focal point of their offense, right? Everything revolves around Jokic.
Right.
Until Jamal Murray comes back, then it's a little bit of they distributed that easily, but or evenly, I should say. So I don't know. I like their matchup. DA seems to really get up for those games, and I know Jokic also said that Aiden was a beast last year, and Aiden took that to the bank.
Well, no, he didn't.
That's true. He didn't.
Oh, too soon.
but I love watching these two go up against each other. And when we talked with the DNVR guys on their show about, is this Suns Nuggets is there a potential rivalry here? And I think those are the two linchpins to it. If they both continue to battle the way they are, this will become a rivalry because those are two of the best big men in the West and will continue to be for likely the next decade. So that matchup is always an exciting one. And DA has proven that when he's up against Jokic, he steps up and plays the way everybody wants him to and expects him to. He lives up to the challenge. Can we put the graphic back up there for a second, Shane? Those Denver uniforms are the ugliest damn uniforms in the league. Those are so.
I don't even understand the red at all.
I don't either. Like, it looks like Utah's uniform threw up on a Denver uniform.
It looks like Utah's. Yeah? It looks like Denver's uniform went to the Red Wedding itself. Because they did get murdered. They did get murdered.
Spoiler alert.
In those, yeah.
Just kidding.
Spoiler alert. Really? If you haven't seen season 3 of Game of Thrones, I can't help you now.
Yeah, I mean, they don't make a heck of a lot of sense, and they're not as pretty as some of the other jerseys that they could be rocking. So I don't understand that one either.
It fits the Nuggets theme though, because they didn't make a lot of sense in that second round last year either.
Fair. But yeah, it'll be a really exciting night. You got DA and Jokic going head to head. DA loves those matchups too, because all eyes are on him in those situations, and he wants to rise to the occasion and show everyone just how great of a player he is and can be.
Absolutely.
So it'll be a fun night. And just so you guys know, we will be here in this exact same spot directly after the game ends. So come hang out with us again. We'll have a lot of fun. It'll be popping. The chat will go off, and we want to hear from you guys. So again.
And Gerald will be here in the post game with sound from the press conferences and any takeaways from the game.
He'll be live from the arena. He's not even coming back here. We're getting him live from the arena. Yep. And then during the game, join us in the Discord. We're going to be talking there. Join us on social media at PHNX_Suns on Twitter in particular. We're going to be here with you throughout the game. We're watching with you. Let's have some fun. It's season opener.
Let's get it done. Let's run it back. And we will see you guys after the game.
Ahoy, ahoy.